quite a few of my folks up in the audience. So I just wanted to, just bring in, that cosmic energy and just, kind of stay here in resonance, wholeness.
Yeah, peace, King. Glad you can make it.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to add anything, but we
Yeah, I mean,
open.
I really, and being on, let's say, in the conscious circuit, if you may, especially with YouTube, it obviously became pretty wild to even host even anything to do with flat Earth without getting like two sides of different kind of trolls, right?
Right.
So I really started, man. I sometimes, a lot of times, I be seeing stuff that comes up in our spiritual growth, and then I'll sit down with myself and say, okay, so if it is like that, now what are you gonna do? And sometimes I find myself not my condition not necessarily changing because I figured out if something was like externally even one shape or another, because it's like the buffoonery is endless, right? Like it's like not only to change, as they say, to change, the new world order starts with a person being convinced that the entire world as they see it looks different, and that's the beginning, right? So it's a real new formation, and oftentimes I really think about, though, like the fields that are surrounding our body, and how those fields will go into different shapes also. And so it's like based on whatever consciousness you're in, that's the actual shape of the reality that you're in. And if like something is flat, this is like one who is practicing knowledge from like a two-dimensional aspect of themselves, because in that respect, then everything is flat. And then like this three-dimensional model is more of just a torus field. It harkens directly to, this energetic field that's around the body, and the shape that it actually takes when all the power is coalescing in one point, which looks like an orb, but the field itself can't really even be defined as just one shape. And so it was wild that, like, I feel like the main thing that has been the detour for us is just not having the original knowledge about the order. Because I heard a brother just mention it. He's like, yeah, everything is kind of out of order. And you hit it right on the button there, that our ancestors really did have an order to how everything was formulated. And when you deal with a rebellious nation is kind of like anti-order, if you realize where I'm coming from. It's like anytime you see some kind of structure, you're going to want to tear that
So,
structure
so did you
down.
say we don't have it?
The actual code to the matrix,
I
it
mean,
would.
that's subjective. I'm saying, did you say that we don't have the order?
You got to say that one more time. It seems like my sound cut out.
Yeah, I was saying. I think you mentioned that we didn't have the order.
Like in the modern times right now, the order has been rejected, because the order was really the same thing as like the cycle that a woman goes through in her 9 months, all the way into the Ennead, or the nine gods that sat in Kemet. And then in other cultures, and even in your days of the week, plus the nodes of the moon, there's also a number nine there. And it's basically that code actually is how everything comes into form, and the different stages that it goes through when it's coming into form. So that way the planet then is not outside of that. It also has to obey that same order and be in a certain shape at a certain time based on
Yeah. So
its
what are you saying? Because I get all those things, but for the people who don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now, right?
yeah.
What exactly are you saying without being so intricate?
I'm just saying that your order is off. That people
Whose
are trying to
order?
figure out whether the world is flat or whether it's a globe, when truly, even if you figured out one or the other, it wouldn't actually change the situation.
Yeah, I can't agree with you, buddy. I felt where you were going. I can't agree with you.
I
Not
mean,
one
yeah, I
bit.
mean, I have to be able to respect that. I think that that's the same thing with a person not being able to agree that it's flat,
I
or a
don't think
person
that's
not
the I
being
don't
able to
think
agree
that's the
that it's
same
round.
thing. I think you're posing what you think as almost facts.
No, the facts are in the numbers. That's my act.
I ain't got nothing against the numbers. I'm talking about your ideology on it. I don't agree with you. And all the ancients basically said it was flat
No,
with
see,
the to-
so what I'm telling you is I didn't say that the world wasn't flat, and I didn't say that the world wasn't
oh,
round. I'm saying for in 2021, whether a person thinks it's flat or round, there's
I'm
far more pressing issues that have
uh
gone on. That's why I said I was kind of
yo
taking a step back. I was just introduced to you just as a, hey, here's my viewpoint on the thing. But generally, like, I'm gonna sit and let the flat earthers and the globe heads build, and I'm gonna listen to whatever it is they're aspiring to next with the topic.
yeah. So like I said, I still disagree with you. I'm still in my position. I disagree with you because I agree with all the ancient cosmology of every civilization. It was flat with a toroidal field around it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kemet,
But
it
that's
was
what I just told you. That's
why
what I
you keep
just told
cutting
you,
me
and you're
off, my
saying,
brother? What, you don't
I'm
have
just
no
saying
decorum? I let you speak. Every time you speak, I shut up because I'm just trying to, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're talking, so I just stop. But then when I start talking, you start cutting me off like you lack decorum. And this is scholarship, so it's like, that that's not cool to do. See what I'm saying? Like,
I
what's
mean,
wrong?
I'm not in any conflict with what you're saying. You're
Bro,
saying
you don't have to be in
disagree.
conflict to keep cutting me off, though. You're literally cutting me off, which is rude. And then you're
But
laughing like
I'm
it's
not
a
cutting you
fucking
off. You're
fun, like
saying
it's
that you're
funny.
disagreeing with something that I just agreed with
Brother,
you on.
I'm
So that's just
speaking and then
odd.
you're cutting me off, whether we agree or disagree. You're cutting me off as I'm speaking. Like, you understand that? You're an intelligent man.
I spoke when you paused.
All right, brother. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. You're a fucking clown to me.
Interesting.
That escalated pretty quickly.
No, it didn't. It took a minute.
I felt the same way when about his viewpoint though. I felt the same way about his viewpoint. Like, it made no sense. Like, it wasn't going no fucking well. And yeah, it matters whether y'all know it's flat or if it's round. Because if you being lied to, you being lied to. So you want to know whether you're being lied to. If the people in control that you look up to are the people that's controlling things and lying to you, you want to know you being lied to. So to say that it has no effect on what's going on today, I feel that it's a lie because I feel like that it's false because it's more people waking up to understand that if they lied to you about the earth being flat or being round, think about the other things they lied to your ass about.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
in reverse,
And I
Raspy, think
definitely
about all
agree
the
with
shit that
that.
they already lied to us about, and then think about them not lying to us about the earth.
I
It's
agree.
like, it's just so many ways you could take this. I don't get it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? For my intelligent people that use human observation as its core, who use common sense, like, we're not trying to be too fucking astronomical with this shit. We on the ground with our feet, with our souls to the ground, with our eyes to the sun, and with our breath with intention. And we are not inherently stupid. Like, we're existing, but we are aware, we're conscious that things around us are being shadow banned, are being marginalized, are being hidden, are being stripped and taken away from people, the histories. When you get into the Dogon tribes, when you get into the ancient Sumerians, when you get into the Egyptians, every cosmological projection of this world from the beginning to the inception of science and understanding and spiritual essence combined is all flat. The only time it's different, the only thing that's different is NASA. That's the only thing that's different. And then everybody else after that follows suit because at that point it was a business. And I mean, shit, one of the most profitable businesses that exists. And they've been debunked, called on bullshit. I mean, 1,000 times. So to tell someone that knowing the difference doesn't change anything, and there's way more pressing issues, this is one of the underlining factors to why we're in a lot of the shit that we're in right now.
To you.
Ashe.
This is one of the reasons why we're here right now. We're being held captive because there's information that we just can't know. It's one of the reasons.
Yo, what up, fam?
What up? Who that?
It's Omar. How y'all feeling?
Hey, what up, oh?
What
Man,
up,
I'm chilling.
Omar?
What up, Raspy? What up,
Whoa, now
Cedric?
what's that? You hear me?